Now, welcome everybody. Episode 22 of the High Desert, the Mutant Epoch actual play. I'm going to run the All right, checking my audio levels right now. I'm sitting around 20 dB. Looks good. OBS had another update, so who knows if everything's actually going to come through cleanly. Hopefully anyone who's actually over there at chat can tell me, like, yeah, it sounds fine. Asking them right now. Hi, people.
So stream, tell us.
Yeah, it might take a minute because it might be okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah, oh, that's right, you have the delay so we don't get stream sniped.
Yeah, well, I put the delay in because of the awful upload speed that I have.
Oh.
Yeah, it allows the bitrate compression to be a little bit better because sometimes if you're live listening, the audio can clip out. And not great, but at the very least, the recording afterward is always, complete because it's a full upload. So the clipping doesn't come through on the replay. Just the live. Because I do not have a, what do you call it? The T1 line? Got a normal cable. All right. Last week we did a large battle. I didn't have a whole time to draw. Sounds splendid, thank you. I didn't have a whole lot of time to draw any kind of maps or build those out. It's getting close into summertime, and this is outdoor Tim time. A lot of outdoor activities. Not always going to have time to do up really nice maps, unfortunately. Go to that battle map that we did. And this is more typical of what you would see just on like any white mat that you kind of throw out on a tabletop in order to simulate it. The difference being, again, no grid, because I like to use the measurement inches. Well, I actually have this converted over to meters, so that we can keep all the math straight from the core book gameplay. And the players can all kind of orientate themselves where they need to for setting up shops, being in defensive positions. And we had an interesting thing happen last week. We had introduced a new piece of high desert relic tech, the Dilettante Shield. And when I had designed it initially, I was basing it off of an old sci-fi book from the 1960s called The Mote in God's Eye. And I really liked the hard sci-fi setting. What I hadn't considered is someone rolling a grenade or blowing up something inside the shield. That hadn't occurred to me. And that was a great that was a great way to end that. So
yeah, grenade.
Yeah. Well, a dying creature. It was good though. And one of the things I'm going to adjust for that relic is that when that shield explodes, I'm going to increase its explosion radius, and I'm not going to make the damage any greater than a backpack battery going off. So 2d20 at a strength value of. But it's going to be a flash, so it's only going to be your dodge, just like a flamethrower. It's going to be your dodge and agility that'll make you able to avoid this, not your armor, unless you have armor that protects from heat. And then you'll be fine. We lost Ronan the Pumpkin last week. Sad.
You monster frisbee.
F in the chat, everybody, right now. Come on, let's go. F.
I gotta pee in the chat.
Oh, no peeing in the chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Yeah, cut in half with a critical hit from behind with a laser sword. That requires, in the expansion rules, a 1 on the roll of a d100 and then a 10. Now, not everybody likes instant kill rules, so they are optional in the expansion. They add a, increased amount of lethality even for creatures that are heavily armored. It obviously doesn't make sense to always use it against super large opponents. So if you have an opponent like a jawworm who is sitting at like 6 meters across and you get a critical hit with a laser sword, and they're probably not cutting that creature in half with the laser sword, unless it's a really big laser sword, but you still want to give the player that, like, the awe and damage that's done, so you want to reset by many max. or cripple the creature in some way, its movement, attack, make it very afraid, give it a morale check to run away. Because you want to simulate just the awesomeness of what happened.
Or you could not do that and simulate the awesomeness of our characters succeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like DM plot armor for monsters.
Hey. Because it is. It's 100% that. All right,
Cult
so
shots can also be achieved, I feel like, too.
oh yeah, with cult shots against eyes. As we remember my poor creatures that were literally torn to pieces inside the arena 2 weeks ago.
Which ones?
Precious.
The ones you killed so quickly you don't remember what they are. The party right now has managed to consolidate and let's say destroy the opposition in the area. It's a Lissa virus wave of robots have come through it and have attacked. Now there is a evidence of coordination amongst them. That is not unknown amongst Lissa robots. They do sometimes form weird coalitions of communications amongst each other and will attack in mass. Then you stepped into the building where a group of bounty hunters that were after Red Rum were engaged, using this moment as a means to try to capture their prey. They had taken the household hostage. They believed, because these are pure stocks from the Settlement of Hope, they had executed the robots by putting a bullet through their head, but that did nothing. The robots just played dead till the humans left. One of those robots, this R38, had the Lissa virus, and he requested that they terminate him. He does have a backup inside the systems that are inside the mansion, but that backup has to be checked to make sure it is also not infected. At the very least, all of the other robots in the area are not infected because they're not linked up to whatever wireless communication method seems to be the way that the virus is transferred from one robot. So that's kind of what happened last week. We have to, some of the things we got to do this week, we got to introduce a new character because we lost one, so we got to try to bring one in. We got to find a scene for him to come into the game. And we have to kind of figure out where the players want to go from this position. There's a few things that they're probably running through their minds right now. First off, where the hell did these human bounty hunters come from? This is probably too opportunistic that this happened. Oh, and I know we don't have Apocalypse Bliss with us right now. He may be coming in a little bit later. He may not. It depends on how well he's feeling. But we hope he's feeling good. And so there is that question of how did they get here? Now, on Apocalypse Bliss' side, now for Cinder and for Red Rum, I'm going to play them a little bit here. There was knowledge of something in the town that was moving around. They garnered it in their own way. So you gotta kind of figure out, like, how did they know to come here to attack Red Rum? Like, what is it? And this seems too perfect of an opportunity. They were already staged here. They weren't afraid of a Lissa virus attack of like a bunch of robots coming in. Does anyone want to take a moment to kind of look around the house and see if they can find anything?
Roos can, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I figure he'll be the most interested in this because he is a bounty hunter.
Yeah, and Kit did beat to death the last, like, the hostage, so Roos has no mines to peer into.
No. Yeah.
Go Inspector Roos.
No, yeah.
No check is necessary because this is something that you should succeed on. I just want to know which characters are good.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody else wants to tag along, that's fine.
Give Roos some time to shine.
Roos, tied into the building's primary power supply unit, you find a device that doesn't seem in place. It's far too new looking. It has clean weld lines, it has manufactured steel plates, there is no corrosion or rust or evidence of like jury rigging. There is a spliced cable coming out of one end of it into the power supply unit itself with what appears to be some kind of odd blocky contraption that allowed it to splice in. It has that same luster and appearance of flow steel that you remember when you guys were fighting Gold Eater.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably
Well,
some.
if only
yeah.
I had Argo here right now.
Yeah.
No. Um, would Iliad perhaps recognize something like this?
What?
Robotics.
Oh, Iliad? I mean, yeah, probably. I guess that Mira too, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say it's a machine. You're a machine.
Yeah, like I mean,
What's
you guys
up
all
with
know
this
each other, right?
Kit would probably, um, he could bring it to Kit because Kit kind of noticed some newer looking pieces of equipment in Kent's gun, I think, but I don't think she would know anything past that.
She did, yeah. She recognized a lot of the parts on his weapon weren't native to High Rise. They came from someplace else. Like factory fresh, suspicious. Not Unity pieces either.
Yeah.
They have kind of a distinctive.
Yeah, I think he'll bring it to Iliad and Mira. He'll kind of toss it to Iliad and ask, you got any idea what this is?
So for Mira, you recognize a universal uplink cable is a kind of technology taken from nanoborgs where a series of programs is preloaded into the memory.
Iliad drops it.
Like, what is this thing?
It's no scrap.
Like tries to catch it, just flops it down.
So essentially the metal has several different preset memories, and a particular charge or resonance can be handled into it to make it turn into different kinds of cable uplinks. It's pretty rare. It's pretty expensive to have because they're universal. And there's also no there's no stored data other than the atomic memory itself. You don't have to worry about it being infected.
Well,
The adaptive cord. Where did this come from?
This was attached to a strange device that's sitting by a power supply inside the mansion. It was linked to it. You don't know what the device is yet. It's clean. Again, it has clean lines. It was definitely manufactured recently. But it's drawing quite a bit of power considering the thickness of the cable.
Risk could show them where it was.
Yeah. So in the area itself, the unit is just kind of pulsing quietly where it stands. It's going to require an invasive search of it to figure out what it does, which means like always a possibility of failure.
right.
I don't trust myself to touch it without breaking it, so...
Mirror, if you like, you can use me as a third party, so in case something bad does happen, you'll hit direct to me instead.
Time to jack in.
Ilya just nods.
Yep. Spinner at Crab Claw just like clamp onto the device.
All right. So you disconnect it from the power supply. With the
Does it need power to inspect it?
I mean, you could disconnect it and it'll turn. You can. Let me organize my brain here. You can intuit that disconnecting it is most likely going to deactivate it, but you'll be able to examine it when it's deactivated.
Okay.
So that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is deactivated. The unit shuts down, and it quietly hums to a low pulse before dissipating completely. You immediately start receiving uplink communication codes from satellites off of your own, like they're pinging you. Literally the second before that thing was, like, when it was on, none of this. The moment it's off, you're getting pinged. And these are just general handshakes. Like, hey, buy Roland's guns. It's like ads. It's the same kind of thing that you felt when you were walking and robots were talking to Crabmere, just like passing pleasantries back and forth. But now they're coming from outside of the city limits.
Right. An internal line running to a communicator of sorts.
Yeah, and
Perhaps
that's
they were listening or watching.
No. I mean, these are coming to you not from the device, but straight to you. Just in like it's like if you were.
No, I know, but
yeah.
it was attached to something. So before that happened, maybe it was getting information from somewhere else,
Yeah, it could have been, or it could have been blocking it.
like a LAN. Yeah. Oh.
You got rid of the spam blocker.
No, not the Bible.
Oh, damn it.
Now, you might recall a few weeks ago there was a mysterious thing that was happening. Is that when you got into the walls of Greywater, all communication on the outside died.
Oh, right, the Great Firewall of Greywater.
Yeah, there was something that was preventing communications from leaving Greywater, and it literally ended at the walls. It had a very limited radius.
So a bypass device.
Something like that, yeah. Or something that was preventing it. Like a white, almost like the equivalent of a white noise generator. Just sending out tons of signals, flooding the area. These are all assumptions that Mira could possibly come to. She's gonna have to investigate it more, maybe even plug into it.
I was gonna say, let's play it back in and see what happens.
All right. You plug it back in, dead signals. Nothing.
So signal dampener.
Yeah, nothing's coming through.
Mhm.
It's got a pretty wide range. Doesn't seem to require a ton of power. And then all it's really doing is just sending out just random bits of data. Enough to flood a zone.
Toss it over to Iliad. What are your thoughts?
Let's see if Iliad even has anything that could help him here, because yeah, I figure Mira would be the smarter one. But again,
There's
Iliad's...
operators malfunctioning right now.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm guessing robotic tech would not help here.
It certainly could.
How high is it?
My robotic tech?
Yeah.
Free.
Yeah, you got some cross skills.
Right. Oh shit. Yeah. I keep forgetting to note that. No, I think this is one level before you get to cross skills. Actually.
At level 3, you get one for
Oh.
everything but chemical and bioengineering.
Oh. Okay. Well. Yeah. But I'm guessing like what it boils down to, it sounds like is we have to actually physically try to jack into this and break a firewall or something. It sounds like, correct?
Yeah, if you want to figure out what's going on the inside.
Well, Iliad's offer. We'll get into character. So we'll have to physically interact with this Mira, but my offer still stands. You can use me as a third party source, so in case anything tries to jump back, it will come to my processor, and then they can try to survive what's going on in there.
Right. I thought that's what we were doing.
Oh yeah, so yeah, he will plug his little brain. He'll plug his little brain in, and then let Mira plug into him.
Daisy chain it, yeah.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna act as the buffer.
Yes.
All right. So when you patch in, you're faced with a virtual reality interface terminal that is asking for a security key code in order to advance onto the next screen. This is going to require a hacking attempt.
Yay.
We go in there in the digital realm and we have little avatars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like reboot.
Iliad just looks like a rune. What is it? Yeah, RuneScape. He looks like a RuneScape knight model. Yeah.
I was gonna say that exactly. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Damn, Mira fucking cracks that, bashes right through. Yeah, there it is. So
Windows 98.
Mira, you crack right through that that security block. You're right into the UI now. The user interface you immediately identify was made to be accessible by a human. because it's all picture graphics. It's not like a bunch of data streams with like IP addresses and locations. It's not. It's literally a end user interface.
Casual Windows users.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
So-
fucking green pasture background.
Yeah, and so that instantly informs you of like who the intended user is. Like, it wasn't designed to exclusively be used by robots, and it was also designed to be easy to use. It has a couple different settings on it for frequencies. It has a couple different settings for range, and each of those is tied to an energy requirement. It's all very, very simple. And so you have you need so many like gigawatts of power in order to access these features. So you would sensibly plug it in, and it would tell you like, "Yep, we got the power," and then it can trigger these different steps. So you would just press that button, and you're go live. You can see from the data stream that it's providing, it's using a N gauge and a logarithmic pattern that's creating a increasing series of random patterns, just white noise, and scattering them into the sphere in order to block out any signal from being able to get through. So the signals are still getting through. You just have to have a very, very narrow band to be able to like penetrate this thing with a lot of energy behind it. You're doing typical FM AM, it's not getting through.
Basically concealment through noise, but it does have a
Yeah.
channel out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can brute force your way through this. It's not very high tech.
Well, let's crank it up to the correct voltage and see what that line heads out to.
Right, so this one, it just creates a zone around itself that just blankets out any communication in like that leaves this field. And yeah, it's just a blocker. Somebody created a white noise device in order to prevent people from communicating. So as a rabbit folk, and especially somebody who's been fighting in the underworld since they were very young, you know that the first stage in any invasion plan is to kill communications. Now, that could be like dampening out the lights, stopping people from being able to talk, like infiltrating their communication lines. It is the very first thing you do when you want to attack someone.
So they would have already had to have been in here to plant this to block the communications.
Exactly. They would have had to
Right.
walk it in.
There was a mole. Or just a very skilled infiltrator.
It's happening everywhere else, not just high rise, it sounds like.
There is a mole. He was selling T-shirts.
Mordecai's running away. Ah!
Get him! He knows something.
Motherfucker.
You'll never take me alive!
There's a wire inside your t-shirt, kit.
What?
Heard it.
There's a literal coat hanger just sitting in it.
Oh, maybe this might come in handy
Back
for
to
us
the
later.
actual plot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Don't worry, this is exactly what IT is like.
Wait, what?
Desktop support.
This is what you're doing when you're waiting on the phone for 45 minutes.
Oh, stop.
What?
Damn you.
So,
You're just sitting in someone's desktop.
oh my god. So you've got the device. You kind of know what it does. You have a bunch of dead humans that were the most likely candidates to use it.
Question is why?
Yeah, that is a question. Why? Now, this did facilitate a large force being able to strike Greywater without advance notice.
Right.
Good point.
The force of mad robots, but still.
Well, if nobody give advance warning of it coming, better
Right.
chance he succeeds. But again, to what end?
Wheels within wheels within wheels. Iliad, with your military background, and so you can kind of see like this attack never would have actually taken the city. At best, this is a large terrorist attack.
Right. Yeah, it seems very pointed.
Yeah. It's like it would have caused like essentially blocking communications inside and outside prevents the town from either knowing it's happening or requesting support, but it's not gonna like Greywater's not gonna fall because of it.
Right.
The best they could have done in like the best case scenario was to cripple the city some way. And if you want to cripple biologicals, you go after their water supply.
Yeah. Maybe we should take a check on the city's water supply. If this was a targeted attack, that could be at risk.
I'll go.
I think we should all go for protection. There is a lot of... We don't know how many robots still live.
Alright, just yanks a thumb at fucking Ernesto. It's like, we gotta lug this guy along with us too.
Yes. Ernesto is going with. He's still our charge. Despite some grumbling.
Ernesto like has a sidearm with him, and he like holsters it. I am prepared to go down below. I actually know where the water supply, where the power supply units for the water supply filtration systems are located. They can be accessed from this mansion.
Look at that. He is much more useful than anticipated.
Why do you know that?
Sarah Ernesto. Duke's going to take off his cloak and drape it around him. This will help alleviate any form of sight up on the when we proceed on.
Thank you. Well, I was the mayor of High Rise for more than a decade. This kind of information was passed back and forth between the water barons of Greywater and ourselves. A means of knowing each other's capabilities and capacities. A sign of trust.
Alright, good enough for me. Let's go before these bombs fall on our head.
I'll lead you this way. And so he brings you down to an area, an access chute that goes down into a section of the Undercity. Now, when you transition in, you go from a lot of areas of like newer era concrete that's been salvaged from either older concrete constructions or even really or newly formed from the sands and like in polymer plastics combined together and printed, to an area of much older construction. When you finally get down to the floor, it is a concrete tunnel, smooth walled, and it looks like the machine finish was laser, but was like done with a laser focus. Everything is geometrically perfect. The lighting in the walls is faint white lights that Mira and Rhea recognize as a intact tube section of the old power relay system of the Underworld. So you're in an old energy tube. Someplace where they would have access to like large energy cables, data information relays, things like that. It's would have been built for the people to walk through. You can already from your point hear down the hallway the staccato report of gunfire.
Yeah. Danger ahead. Go face. Crazen starts crawling on all fours towards it.
Hell yeah.
Let us know what you see.
Kit will,
Yes.
Kit will follow.
Oh, wait, yeah, did Crazen find anything else on the head bounty hunter? Because he started picking pockets, seeing if anything was left on him. Just in relation to anything, really.
His equipment wasn't that bad. Let's see here. That's the bounty hunter here.
Yeah, I'll move the blood stain. Well, just... Yeah.
Conquistador bounty hunter, rank 10. He had the zap gun pistol. He had some long knives on him. He had tactical helmet, thermal cloak, comm link.
Oh yeah,
armor.
I saw less like the like loot, more like any order, like pamphlet orders or notes or mission things.
He has a drawing of Red Rum.
Okay.
As a basically a pencil drawing of her.
How accurate is it?
It's a younger picture of her. It's like it has her signature red hair, her her features, her rounded features, the heart-shaped face and the slender neckline. But otherwise it's definitely like a younger, like a late teens.
Gotcha, right.
The other thing he has on him, he has the corrupted Bible of Hope with him as well. It's clearly been thumbed through a lot. The spine is well worn. And many of the pages, like you have little doggy ears on the pages and, you know, charcoal pencil underlines on their certain passages.
Okay.
A lot of stuff about burning witches and killing heretics. Most read sections.
Okay. Yeah, but nothing like no mission parameters, no like giveaways of like where to rendezvous in case shit goes tit shape, you know.
No, nothing like that on them. These seem to have been professional bounty hunters that didn't keep any kind of like telltales on them.
All right, and then he'll just leave the Bible behind. He's not really too interested in that. All right, let's go.
So who wants to head up the front of this expedition?
Is it wait? Is it dark in here? I'm assuming it's dark, but I might be wrong.
It's lit. You're in an area with soft LED lights. You have just enough light for a human to be able to see about 90 feet.
Okay.
Or 30 meters.
Is there any ventilation that a small rat could fit into?
There is an HVAC system. You can see grates that are in the ceiling and some of them along the bottoms of the floor. Those, Rhea, you recognize them right away because those are the ones that rabbits use all the time to flood zones with argon gas.
I mean, if he's looking for a way in, she'll point him out to him.
Wait, what are you doing? She's like walking him in.
Sneak, ambush, tactics.
Do you want help?
You no fit in here. Crazy guy looks up at her confused, like trying to gauge like if she could actually fit in the grate.
Try.
He's like even holding his hands up to like her shoulder width and then trying to keep the same.
See where the whiskers are? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you fit in there? Because all Crazy has to do is, as a rat, all he has to really do is fit his head in.
Yeah, get that head in and he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really quite sure. I mean, she's small, and she could fit.
All right, hell yeah, let's Metal Gear this shit.
I will come with you.
All right, Duke's gonna do the traditional alley oop for them.
Hopping up.
Gets into the ceiling, hell yeah. Before that, does Krazen smell anything poisonous like that?
No, this is clean air.
Perfect.
Yeah, he doesn't smell.
Is the system active?
It is. It's alive. You can feel air coming through it as you get up there. There's the.
Okay, so it's gonna
Have
be
you ever
cold
been?
up there.
Yeah. So if you feel an HVAC, the first thing you notice is there's a lot of just dust and mold growing inside of it.
Yeah.
You don't actually see that, because what you see when you get up there is tiny little bots that are moving along and scrubbing. They look like crabs. They're just eating and cleaning.
Aw, they're little mates.
Aw, Mira had kids.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
Like one has little blue sensors on the front that look like antennae, and they turn and you can see that they perceive Brazen. They like they twitch and it like skitters off down a junction.
Krazen grabs one and like puts it in his mouth quick and tastes that smell and goes.
Yep, not meat.
Not good. Anyone else coming? So it's Kit and Krazen in the vents. Anyone else coming with?
I mean, so what's the most direct route? Just the hallway
Walking.
and it turns off to the.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise it's just gonna be them doing a little bit of espionage, and then I assume come back to report.
Is it dark in these vents? I imagine so.
It is.
Yeah. So you see like two glowing eyes.
Yeah, you have areas of light that come up from the hallway itself where there's vents, and it adds some dim light to the entire area, but not a lot. You do have enough area to crawl, so you don't have to actually like wiggle on your belly. These HVAC systems are quite large.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
Yeah, Crazy can scurry.
Yeah, he does. He crawl. Does a three-legged crawl.
Yeah, just scurry. So if there's anybody else want to going up there, because the person who could probably almost stand up there is the rabbit.
All right, since you keep heating at it,
I'm just saying.
But, I mean, Craven could probably stand too then.
Yeah, you probably could.
He's only a few centimeters taller, but he still does stay on all
Yeah.
threes.
Ray rolls her eyes and climbs up. It's like, just because I can fit in here doesn't mean like being in here.
Yeah, but just what's right at home for rabbit people.
I'm a hare.
Was he in here?
I like the open sky.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
was led to believe that your kind preferred burrows, not steel.
No, that's the rabbits.
Understood.
I actually forget what the. I think it is called a down, isn't it? Just a little divot in the ground for hares that make the hares make.
For the most part.
A ditch.
Yeah. Pray my ignorance then, Dame Rhea.
What, Boss Rhea likes outside?
You don't?
Uh,
You
Hey.
don't like the feel of the sun scorching your skin?
Ara's watching.
Nice.
Hey,
Is there a
Hi, Aura.
door? There. Is there a door for us down outside of the vent, or is it like just open hallways?
Guess we'll have to-
Open hallways. You don't see any
Okay.
locked doors.
Duke's just gonna go to the nearest corner and peer around it to keep eyes on so that no potential patrol comes this way.
Yep.
Iliad will watch the other end, essentially. If there's like an intersection or what have you.
Bruce will. Yeah, accompany Ilya.
Duke will actually duck, so if Roos needs to, he can, easily fire over his head.
Yes, Duke, we know what you are.
Forgive me. Nervous tick.
Quiet.
actually, Amir's got this thing where you can actually project like an image like I guess blocking screen. Maybe I should
Yeah,
cut off
probably.
like a section of the hallway is like just kind of like make it seem filled up with junk.
Oh yeah. And there's battle.
So you can hide behind it.
Make it
Not
look
gonna
like
give
a
you any
door.
cover, but
It looks like cover.
yeah, I can't see through it.
Awesome.
So we have a good option.
Just
They
keep
will know it's
eyes
on the
on
other
and
side.
then the scouts will go ahead.
Yeah, hard light illusion. So with the scouts advancing, the sound of combat gets louder and louder, especially in the small chamber you're in. It echoes violently. And you feel several shakes from explosive devices that have gone off. There's also an abundance of those small crab cleaners that are like becoming very agitated. They're swarming towards that location. They're like coming out of every little hole. And that's what you see them for the first time. They have little tiny access ports all along the HVAC where they're like scurrying out of and streaming towards the sound of the battle.
Oh shit, well, Crazy will take that as a sign to follow these things.
And it's like, yes.
Latest faster, yes, go!
Crazy. You can feel some of them are crawling on you along Kit as well and Rhea. They're like just nothing's pinching or grabbing you, though you do feel like little claws in your fur.
It's like that bit where a hair on your hand moves and you think it's a bug.
I don't like this.
Yeah, the
Well, if these things
sensation's
fucking
weird.
fight me, I'm gonna kill someone.
Also, I imagine Crazy keeps moving just a little too fast and realizes Kit can't actually crawl like that, so has to stop and kind of look back at her with like annoyed expression. Just
You keep chittering your teeth there, little one. You're not getting any more peanut butter.
What you do? Just fucking keep moving.
Just occasionally knocking these creatures off as they're trying to like get around your eyes and ears and trying to like get into your mouth. You feel their little tiny pincher claws. Again, not doing anything hard, but it feels like they're exfoliating your skin.
Hey, my hands feel smooth now.
How dare you? I worked hard for that dirt.
My calluses, my precious calluses.
You finally hear battle very close by. Repeater guns going off, the humans crying back and forth to each other, someone calling out a battle sign, or sorry, a reinforcement like, cover the left side, cover the left side. incoming, like boom, 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 and the whole room shakes as some kind of projectile device RPG strikes a bulkhead and just sends a gout of fire along the hallway, and you just hear screams of people dying. There is a pitched battle going on down below.
Heavy weapon.
I think they're doing something to the water down here.
City will crumble, die.
Are there any open vents?
Yep, there's some vents that you could peer up. I don't know if you want to expose yourself and get a look at it.
Oh yeah, Crazen will. He's gonna do stealthily, but he's gonna take a look.
Okay, so when Crazen comes up to the edge and he looks down into the area, there's a few humans. One of them is like blown off. He's wearing military fatigues. He has appears to be a rebuilt carbine zap gun, and he's trying to haul himself up into a sitting position. And as the weapon charges, and you can hear the high-pitched wing cry of a weapon that's been set to detonate. He's just trying to blow himself up as a wave of robotic soldiers descend up and over this like berm they created out of debris and just eviscerate him and tear him to pieces. It doesn't stop the explosion from happening. It still goes off, and a small little crater of bodies a small crater appears with bodies just spilling all in every direction around it, and shrapnel and metal lancing through the other biologicals in the scene. From what you can tell of the robots that are there, they're mostly light combots with rigged up close melee weapons like chainsaw arms. And they're just surging through. They're barely stopping.
Heavy resistance. Many enemy. Pink Skin is losing.
Are those the guards for the water supply?
Yes, they all died.
Mario will radio back to the group and ask Ernesto, like, what do they got down here guarding the water supply?
Ernesto like keys in his mic. Soldiers mostly, machinists, mechanics, a few combots, and volunteers from 86. Not a lot of security. Just enough to really repel anything that comes up from below.
Hearing the sounds of battle, Duke will comment. It would seem that there is less security.
Yeah, Ernesto nods that they probably got rerouted to defend the walls during the siege. Well, there's
Can Roos patch into someone who is currently in the battle?
Sure.
Find out. Yeah.
He can extend himself.
Hell yeah.
There's people, they don't, again, the amount of trauma and pain and fear that's down that hallway, there's nobody with their mental guard up. They're trying their best just to survive, and there's a lot of wild animalistic emotions. You can sense from this distance that there's a core group of people who are trying to defend an area. You can feel that, like that little bit of steel, that hardened back. Also doom. Like they know they're doomed. But they're still alive.
While he does this, Crazen's gonna bug Rhea for their radio frequency. And plug that into his brain so he can start communicating with them as well through radio.
Yeah, I got a spare one.
Oh no, he has an implant for this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he can just talk to you guys normally.
Yeah. Frequency is 198.162. Wait, I got that wrong.
So you just put a nail into like a little port and his brain starts twisting around.
Ew. No, Roos will traverse towards this destruction.
So those of you who are on the ground, you come to your first scenes of battle pretty quickly. It's light, like this area you come across first is lightly defended. A few members seem to have been caught completely unaware, and they were just butchered. Their bodies are just blasted away. Blood coats the walls and floors. Organs strewn across. They didn't have a chance. And
yeah.
the deeper you go, the more carnage you come across. And these were just, engineers. These were workers. These were assemblers. These were not people who were like actively trying to defend an area. The first like sign of like resistance you find is just someone who got butchered worse than the rest. You see, he attempted to do something and just got eviscerated.
Is this like something that a robot would typically do, or is this like?
Yeah, it's definitely a chainsaw did most of this, just because the gore is obscene.
Okay.
It's just everywhere, and you can hear the repeated gunfire down the way. You don't see any laser burn marks in the spots you're at, because this is one of the defended positions. That's where the guys above had looked at. They'd gotten further ahead and seen some nasty stuff.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if he was if he would inspect like based on like how.
You can look at the injuries.
Yeah, aggressive a lot of the injuries are, because I wasn't sure like how you would set up like robots to kill someone in this,
As quickly as they could. A lot of these things are unthinking. They're just moving and slashing.
Okay.
I will be right back.
So you've got them being really inefficient.
I see. Do the defenders that we run across, what kind of power cells do they have? We'll check a weapon real quick.
Standard 86. Rebuilt.
So it's not
Unity.
So they'll blow up.
Yeah. No Unity ones.
He'll take them anyway.
All right. Yeah, pick up like 4 of them.
Yeah, just put it in the party loot.
You come up out of the hatch then and go down below.
Roos, are you gonna reach out to them?
For telepathy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do that.
I thought that's what you're looking to do.
Well, I was trying to see like into their mind, like what they were thinking about.
Oh, okay. Never mind. If you don't want to, then you don't got it.
Yeah, in terms of like what the situation, like if I could potentially see like what kind of situation we're looking at.
Yeah, bad one. Surrounded on all sides, on the last hill, ready to fight to the death.
It looks like some fellers are doing a last stand. Do you want to go help them with me?
Of course. But Ernesto, you should probably stay close, but not too close. Now that I think about it.
Stuff in the vent.
I think he should hang back, actually. It doesn't sound too good in there.
I just don't want anything happening to him while we leave him unattended.
He like checks the charge on his weapon. My diplomatic duties extend to defending my allies.
Very well. No heroics. You stay in cover.
No heroics.
Only shoot if you're shot at.
Understood.
Let's get.
Yip, y'all!
Sir Duke, we're gonna go relieve the defenders.
Let us sally forth then.
Hello.
Hello.
Iliad will then radio to the scout force. Position yourselves in a way where you could take most advantage of an ambush. We're getting involved.
Can we see targets from the vents where we're at?
The wave has already passed over. You could drop down and get behind them.
Would Krazen be able to find a venting system to where he could get Rhea a sight over the targets?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's gonna look for that quick to help her out.
So you find an adjacent hallway where they've come across some barriers at a T intersection. So we're just gonna draw this out. Grab the rectangle tool and it's in black. Oh, that wasn't right. I don't want the box filled.
Beautiful.
Rolling out the purple carpet.
I love the paint job, yeah.
It's so nice in here. Ugh, I don't like that. Actually, never mind.
Do the pen line. What is going on with this tool right? Clear drawings and text. Let's see if that works. Ah, there we go. Oh, I hear the cat. There it is.
How's it happening?
I was
I gotta
waiting
wake
for
her
it.
up so she stops snoring.
No,
show
no.
cat, show cat, show cat.
Go feet. I mean, what?
Yeah, it'd be weird if someone. It would be actually really funny if there's like someone showed their feet right now. Wouldn't it be funny?
All right, since you asked.
It's my feet.
Actually, you know what? I require a lump sum payment of $50 for feet pics. Thank you very much. You can route them to
Lump
my
sum.
Lump sum, lump
We don't
sum,
do
lump sum.
payment plans for $50 here.
It has to be a
Yeah.
lump sum. Mutant
Just route them to
Epoch
my
feet
Patreon.
pics. Great.
I will do ghost mutant, robot.
I've never seen feet like that
Oh,
before, and I
God.
don't think anybody else should.
Abomination.
Abomination. Plantoid.
Python
Right
feet. That's what it
Okay.
is.
Oh, right now. I'll make a Patreon.
Oh my god, this is going back to what Will was saying in the drink and draw. He was gonna do like a mutant hand for like his drawings for maybe doing YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now we're
That's
just
what
gonna
Ronan's foot looked like.
we're gonna have a mutant foot. You doing this on the Discord?
No, I posted it and it's on the page you're on.
Did you?
This is what Ronan's footprint looks like.
Oh, the little freaking
The little
line.
Wait, where?
It's gone.
I got rid of it.
You missed your chance. Or you go back and watch the stream.
There you go.
Aw. Leaf.
Right now, pay up $50. Everyone in the stream, pay 50. Don't. Actually, it's a joke.
Throw money in the chat.
PayPal. Telling you. I'll do it.
Yeah, now it's a foot stream. It's over. Goes back to a joke that we had about doing dungeons in feet, and it was just going to be, instead of doing cameras on people's face, we're going to do like, you're going to have little capes around your
Oh,
ankles
ring,
and stuff
baby.
like that. Yeah, a ring up, like the ring on the pinky toe or something. It was just going to be like just a jokey like freaking, because you know all the face cam shows that people do. As I'm talking about this, I'm drawing this little map. And it was just dumb. It almost actually happened. People were like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I'm like, "No, I'm bluffing."
No, I don't want to do it.
I don't. Yeah, I'm like, "No, that's not what I wanted at all." And they're like, "Listen, let's do it." It's like it was a bluff.
Welcome to the stream, everyone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if you're new
Premium
here,
content.
smash
If
that
you're new
subscribe
here,
button.
this is par for the course.
This is par for the course, but please smash that subscribe button because I will do the feet pics. I will.
Okay, she's not. That's not what we want. How we're gonna get subscribers.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Mutant Epoch After Dark for $14.99 a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sexy pumpkin noises.
Oh,
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Why?
You will get early access content.
And the ability to berate the DM for fun.
join the Discord. You can just do it there.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, that happens occasionally. They're like, Tim,
Anything
why do you
aside?
why is this way? And I'm like, I don't know. I do
You can
know. And I'm like,
You could try. We will defend our GM though, unless I forget or I'm bored. I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Or if it would be funnier to just not.
Or join in if that would be funny too.
yeah,
so
it is
see-
funny. I've gotten piled
Laugh
on a few
with us,
times for
not at
jokes.
us.
Let's drop down some defenders.
Oh god damn it.
Which one's Daredevil?
The
What?
one that the-
I
wait,
don't
hang
understand.
on.
Oh my! I hate that I know that joke.
I
Got
don't
it.
know that joke, and I am.
It's a team name in comics.
You're blind. You're blinding one.
There you go.
It's also and that joke works twice as well because there's the joke in the Netflix scene that if you enter a hallway with Daredevil, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yep. That was such a well done scene, though.
It was, yeah. I still think about it, like just for peak, like comic book action scenes.
Tell ya. All right.
Okay, so you guys can be coming in from.
Okay,
See.
Daredevil, Abraham Lincoln.
I wonder if he's wearing the top hat to try to confuse them as to where his head is.
And
Okay.
Johnny Appleseed, I guess.
Got it. Fucking love this game.
420 blaze it.
You guys are
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
coming in from this little spiral right here.
Okay. Wait, which group? Is this Scout or main team?
Main team. So this
Vanguard,
little
I should call it.
this little block right here is the vent.
Okay.
My safe space.
I'm giving you
Okay.
guys a dog leg so you can actually get up and around. I'm just seeing the top hats now. You can actually like combine these two into a single image.
Can you?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Advanced. Yeah. Grouped. Yeah. So you just highlight all the things together. You right click it. You go to advanced transform and you hit group.
She's so proud of herself now.
And now see there it moves together.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln.
You can stack little drawings on things. I always encourage that. I'm actually the person who usually is doing. If I'm playing in a game, I'm doodling on stuff.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, I'm always doing it. It helps with the scene too. So these little blocks are like barricades
Okay.
made of concrete, so they have an area to defend from. And they just have weapons over the top. They're just trading fire back and forth while you have some light combats with chainsaw arms charging them. And it starts with the players having the initiative because the enemy is unaware of their presence.
Get in the fucking battle.
Oh shit, sorry. I mean, oopsie, I didn't swear.
There's a giant kit in the vents.
You have not seen my final form.
My.
Just stuck trying to get out of the vent.
Wait, guys, I can't.
The classic scene of just the lady gets her hip stuck.
Thanks, Skinny.
Excuse me?
Here's a question. Can Kit fire her bow from this vent?
Yeah, she can fire laying prone.
Okay.
It's just
hell
difficult.
yeah. Oh,
The book of Eli style.
I am Legolas. I mean, no, I'm not.
You still got both of them.
Yeah, Lego less.
Lego man.
Lego LaFour.
God.
Love.
Raya, take your shot.
Aw.
Yeah.
Finally!
Krazen's also gonna shoot.
Duke's taking just a basic shot.
Actually, I'm gonna start off.
So
with
you see
mirror
one of the heavy
instead.
combats has a dilettante shield up.
Yes.
I have a question about that.
Yes,
You're in the shield technically.
you're in it.
No, can Mira hack through that?
She'd have to be able to get into the heavy combats like programming. But yeah.
Like inside the shield, or
No, not in the shield. She can do it. If she can hack the heavy combat, she might be able to turn it off.
she does? She does have a wireless hacking attempt.
All right, Duke is tagged
What
it.
is data points? Did you draw those up?
Data points on these
It's
guys.
firewall.
I didn't put it in the token. Let me check
I
out.
keep
City.
forgetting I can do that in a very robot-specific campaign.
Robots.
Yeah. Huh.
Firewall of 40.
Ouch.
What's roughly the speed that that thing detects before it, technically stops the projectile?
Anything that what was it going to be at? I think I was cutting the line at rocket propelled grenades would be the slowest.
Okay.
So like a bow could get through it.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
But my wrist missile won't.
Yeah.
Crab Mira rolling up to this guy.
So Crab Mira activates her jetpacks and rip roars around the corner and slams into the robot and is going to do a grapple attempt.
She just does the initial D fucking slide.
I have been listening to fucking like
Eurobeats.
nonstop for like a week.
This is bust out Eurobeat. I didn't even know that crab had speakers.
Eurobeats crab.
Crazen doesn't understand what's going on, but he changes his plan. He's gonna hop on the robot to help the crab.
Stab, 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 stab.
He's doing a grapple check so they can combine their strength.
Kit holds her
Alright, let me
fire
check
because
Crab
they're
Mira's
two
grapple
allies.
Yeah, you just gotta touch it. Its defense value for a touch is essentially garbage. Yeah, it doesn't have a dodge.
I'm using my claw attack, but this is not a claw attack. This is to grapple. Oh no, so I wouldn't be using my claw, or would I?
Yeah, you can use your claw to grapple.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
yep.
All right. Yeah. It's hooked on there. So he's just trying to help Mira take this thing down. So he doesn't do that damage because this is a grapple attempt. This is not.
Yeah.
Would be dealing damage.
And so it has an attempt strength versus strength now.
Combined strength.
Yep. So your
Mira, go for it.
yeah,
Mira
get
has
that.
grappling too. I don't know if that factors in or not.
It does. It makes it more difficult for them to break out of the grapple.
What's your strength, Mira?
I think it's 39.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's not super high. Yeah, it's 39.
Oh yeah, you guys have
Well,
a
mine's
great
36,
chance.
so combined we have 75.
Well, it has 120.
Oof.
It is a type C chance to break it.
We got this. Got slammed into it by a 210 kilogram crab.
And a rat.
Suplex it.
A rat that weighs, I think, like maybe 40 pounds.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. My dice are still on fire. Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, you're riding it because that's a different check on the grapple table.
Crazen's on his shoulders now, just being flung back and forth.
Oh, did we roll another
Can't
grapple
do-
check?
Yeah. So this one for you guys, if you have a grapple 2, it's a type B check just to ride the bitch, like just to hold on.
For someone who doesn't grapple.
Type E,
Yeehaw.
and that is
can't
a.
get
Yeah, that's
Strength, agility, accuracy, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure is the.
Yeah, strength,
Okay,
accuracy, and
math again.
agility divided by 3. And you can just
Take a
ride it.
shot, Cat.
It's fine. If you miss, you just hit them. Whatever.
What is
What's
this?
the-
3.5?
30. I mean,
What's
not
this
30.
thing's
60.
Defense value from behind?
Yeah.
Well, you got your plus 30 because you're shooting it from behind. Its defense value at this range is against against shooting attacks is a 55.
No.
Oh yeah, he makes
I
it.
was caught unaware.
Oh hell.
Crazen stays on. Does Mira stay on?
47. Hang on.
You bitch.
It's like 2. Oh.
I'm gonna say that's probably a yes. So let's see.
What's
Type
your-
B at 47.
Oh yeah, you made it.
Yeah,
You're
you
fine.
made it.
Actually, that'd be 48. Yeah. All right, grappled on.
So they're
Yeah,
still on this thing too.
Yep.
Now, time to do a data shred.
And Kit managed to nail it with an arrow too. Did a little bit of
Fail
damage to it.
horribly.
Is there anything else Crazen can do, or is that's his turn?
That says one melee attack, and also has multiple.
The claw can technically attack twice.
Yeah, he's latched on with one. Get in there and start slapping. Start digging into it.
It's the same claw. It's just the one hand. He's just jaws of life on this fucking thing.
Yeah, just start grinding into it. Crush.
Defense value, I'm guessing, would be
The 55.
55. Okay. Oof.
Yeah, just the flat armor because he can't dodge because you're grappled onto him.
Oh, misses. The armor is just too strong.
Too tough.
Sorry, can we shoot through the shield to another opponent down the hall, or
You can't shoot outside of this thing. So when you're inside of it, you also can't shoot. You can't shoot through it.
so Rhea basically only has the heavy combat as her only target.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta see how far this guy can move.
Kind of want a heavy combat. That'd be cool.
You kind of want a heavy combat.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
I don't want
How
to
heavy
take
is it?
one.
Can I put the jetpacks on this thing?
Yeah, you could.
Is it lighter than the crab?
No.
Probably.
This is the Mark II?
Yeah.
No, that's a heavy bastard. Because it has the twin heavy pulse rifle. The twin heavy pulse rifles, and it has the light laser cannon. But it has the
Duke's talking
deploy.
about
Get rid of
That's
those. Yeah, we get rid of those. Just have the chain gun on there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chain gun and the crab claw. Yeah.
This thing's like in the 400 kilograms.
Oh shit.
So-
I'm gonna need more jetpacks.
Would Iliad get the plus 40 or plus 30 to this heavy combat if he's sneaking up behind?
The plus 30.
Okay.
Sorry, you got it from behind though.
Yeah.
Sniper time.
At a time.
Pew pew.
All right, was mine technically from behind?
Yeah, would have been the plus 30.
Oh shit, that's right. He's rank 7, so he gets 2 melee attacks. So
Yeah! Smack him
he's gonna-
twice.
He's gonna use that with the axe.
All right, I guess I'll do the. Yeah, since I have it and I have killer, I might as well. 20 10.
Do digital beings get 2 attacks in rank 7?
Two melee
I think
attacks, yeah.
I think the rank ones are pretty much consistent.
Is it based off? Is it robot attacks or is it like app attacks?
Melee attacks.
Do digital beings have melee attacks?
Yeah, if
That would
they're
just be the
whatever,
shock projection, right?
yeah,
The
and
robot's
whatever they're
dream of
actually
electric sheep.
inside of, like the robot they're inhabiting.
Oh, okay. I want to do another craft check.
Yeah, typical heavy combat's 250 kilograms. This thing's much bigger.
Oh wow,
Is it-
for once all of Iliad's attacks hit.
Does
Damn.
Rus and Duke have the drop on this thing?
Taken.
I said, does Rus and Duke have the drop on this thing?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
I probably could have divided these attacks up a little. I probably didn't need to put all this into one guy.
Ask you a chain of questions. Ring.
Okay, is that
You
this
guys-
chain axe was such a good investment.
Hell yeah.
You guys
Alright,
just
well, I've done all I can do.
you beat it to death.
Oh yeah, it's dead. Guessing gotta roll that die 6 to see if it blows up.
Yep.
Did you subtract the damage you did, Bruce?
Nope.
Yeah,
Didn't blow up.
Oh, that 6 scares me.
Yeah, where you see that green 6, you're like, nah! I was like, oh no, that's a good number. It's a good number. It means it's salvageable.
This is the one where low bad. Okay.
Low is blow. High is okay. All dog piling these two big bastards.
I mean,
Actually,
they knew what they were
yeah.
getting into.
Oh my god. Killed the big guy?
Did you? You said you killed it, right?
No, I killed this one.
Oh, my bad.
I remarked him.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I saw the party going for Mark 2, so I was like, okay, I'll go for the other guy, so they're distracted.
That was crazy. I marked the wrong person.
Crazy momentarily died again.
Yeah. Like, ding, ding. Don't worry about it. He's fine. Yeah, I
His
was.
pacemaker keeps failing.
He
can
has a
Bruce
pacemaker?
do an image projection?
Yeah, it's a mental mutation. You can do mental. Yeah, you can do the mentals along with the mixed with the melee, shooting melee. It's okay.
All right, here, let's
As
figure
long as
out.
you got a
how
free
many-
hand or eyeball or mind.
Yeah, let's figure out how many rounds you can do it for.
He's posting the cat feet pics.
Yeah,
Wait, where is this? Oh, it's in general.
Double chat.
You're
Double chat.
welcome.
Yeah,
$20.
it's- they're beans.
Well, beans. Come on down.
The curator of beans.
What was that? Oh, Jesus.
I am not real.
Here, I'll
I'm
put a
not a
marker on
crook.
it. Yeah, there you go. Fake Roos.
Wait, I think I changed the name.
Does the heavy combat shield still, or is that one still up?
The shield's still up. I took it off premature.
No, not a problem. I wanted to know for my own reference. Thank you.
God damn it.
Where'd he go? Jeez. Goose.
You know, we focused on the big guys, but all these small guys are gonna just hop over the barriers and chop those people up in pieces.
What are you drawing on him?
Nothing.
No. You present a compelling argument.
Ilya did all he could do. He got as close as humanly
Look.
possible and cut a guy down.
That's why I projected myself so they would see that.
So my
In the
fake
back.
self can watch these guys die.
All right. Duke's
No.
gonna go ahead and TK throw this light combat, or this light combat with chainsaw arms at another one.
Jesus, right, you can do that. Yeah, move Goose closer. Why would he be back?
Who?
Goose.
He's by the bounty hunters.
Those are soldiers. They're not bounty hunters.
Oh,
Alright, I'll be the responsible
Okay.
one. Mirrors, go over here.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I've already moved as far as I can, so I'm gonna just throw him. We got. Whoop.
Now there's Goose over there. He's distracting them with his Fortnite dances.
The Hall of
He's
Illusions.
I told you I was more powerful than you could imagine.
Oh my god.
You don't want to see his full power level. There's a moth in my
Autonomous.
room. Get out of here, moth.
I was unable to get a grip on it.
That's why it's a rectangle. That's why I keep messing up my drawings.
Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted to show. Like, show the stream. There's the beans.
That's why you were so quiet.
What are you doing?
The cat feet.
I can stream cat feet. Beans' cat feet. Take that off now. I was like, how do I get this to work right? Yeah, we
Didn't
lost
even
all
show
the
up.
viewers. It's fine.
Didn't even show up on stream. You failed.
It's delayed a little bit. It'll
Oh.
be there.
Oh, he went to the Discord.
Maybe.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's leaking the chat.
Oh no. That's fine. I looked at it beforehand. This is just something from Sonic the Hedgehog. It's fine.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my god. Alright. I see a weird grumpy face creature now. Are you guys done with your turn? Can I go now?
Nope.
No, we're not done yet. We're not done shooting and
There,
killing.
done.
There, we're done. Little arm. Oh my god.
That's
Let me-
that's what the robots see with the projection.
Alright. So we're gonna start with the a actual initiative now, because they're aware that you're here.
Yeah.
D10 plus 3 for them.
Someone else should probably roll because I don't got shit.
I got
No,
6.
99 good.
Oh,
Hey, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
No, you don't get to do shit.
Damn! Look at that, back to back. Rhea bringing it out. Yeah, guys, you guys get to go again, get the double turn.
Crazy will
Does he push
continue
in?
to grapple the robot.
use the data shred. I believe in you.
Can we do like another grapple check too on this guy? Since
You
we're still on?
certainly can.
Okay, yeah. Activate that grapple check. He just has. I think it's still a difficulty C. You said.
Yeah,
For
difficulty
his
C for him to try to break it. Yeah, let's say.
What's his thing? Oh my god!
He said no.
Alright, do we gotta make the grapple check to stay on again?
No, you don't. He suplexes one of you though, just takes you over his back, judo throw, like boom.
Roll. Which one is it?
Yeah, Rhea makes the Chung-Li with the Street Fighter death. Yeah, that one.
I rolled a counter suplex with my jetpacks.
Oh my god, counter suplex.
It's basically two Zangiefs suplexing each other in the air.
That's a
Well, since,
twirl no one wants to see.
Yeah. Well, since he avoided being thrown off, Duke's gonna go ahead and help himself. So, rocket pistol, point blank.
Oh no. Where is he?
Hi. Duke's right here.
Oh god.
He's launching.
Hello, buddy.
You're launching an explosive inside a dilettante shield.
Yep, I'm gonna aim right at its ankles.
Didn't we talk about how this was gonna blow up?
Duke would remember Crazen turn into a fireball, I will say.
Hmm.
Throwing quills, go!
Hmm.
Damn it, kid.
Hmm.
He's still considering it.
Alright then, fuck it. I'll go ahead and shoot the paint on another target. I might as well not bother, they're all gonna be dead beforehand.
Oh, god damn it. Come on, Bruce.
Nah, you probably should.
What's your sword? You got a razor sword, don't you now?
I do. He's had a razor sword.
Or did you pick up one of the laser swords? Who picked up that one? It was Iliad, I think.
That was Iliad.
Oh, that's right. I think he said he was gonna toss it off to someone who asked for it though, because he has that chain axe. He's not giving up.
Duke will just dual wield instead, so razor sword attack against the bot.
Alright, random one's getting picked.
What is your... Nope. That's not a hit.
You have a plus 30 because you got it from behind.
That is a hit.
Yeah, Faulty. Remember, you had a plus 30 because these things have their backs to you, so you might have a few more hits there.
And...
Just rework the math.
laser pistol. Alright. Good to go. 2 hits.
What are you shooting with there? Because how'd you paint? Is that a scattergun?
No, it's quills.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it says quills. Because remember, he is prickly.
Like a cactus.
Like a prick.
Like a Loki the Black Cat.
Yeah, no, he's still got only one. That sucks. Oh well.
Tim's having his own PTSD moment.
I am.
All right. I guess Krazen will attack twice with his claw.
He produces 20 per day, so that's insane.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the DD. The shield is 55.
Oh, I think Krazen just pinged it.
55.
That's
Okay.
that's right down to 0.
Oh,
You got
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Flatlined it, huh? All right, let's see if it blows up. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
How does he keep doing this? How does Krazen keep having this happen?
Yeah!
he can't getting away with it.
He just gets in there next to that battery pack and he just finds it specifically every
Sees
time.
something glowing, is like, ooh, and just grabs it with the claw as hard as he can.
Electric
Grips
discharge.
with force.
Looking at it as it's starting to cook off, like, well, that's not an ideal situation.
Krazen essentially looked down at it and go, remember, I did make this thing blow up before, and then just makes it blow up again.
Oh, this is amazing. All right, so this
when
is
I try to do it, everyone tells me no. When the rat tries to do it, it happens.
an explosion 1 to 80. You get your dodge.
Anything else?
You get your if you have thermal armor, yeah, but that's it.
Will you
Does
be
the
surprised to
electromagnetic armor
know?
count?
Say it again?
Does the EM shielding count?
No, not against this one.
I tried.
It's just heat flash, so
Yep.
you'll be shocked
And
to
I rolled
see
a
that
17.
Krazen gets hit.
In a very wide radius, so that's 10 meters.
Yeah, it's
Oh
everybody.
my! Everyone. Do people in the vents get a bonus to their defense because they're in the vent?
Oh, of course they do.
Okay.
The people in the vent, I don't think this would hit them at all.
Okay, cool, perfect.
No.
Well, Duke's fine.
Wait. Hold the fuck.
Duke's fine. Are you kidding me?
What, against the 17?
Yeah, with just dodge.
What, like your armor as well?
No, this is a heat flash.
It's just
Oh.
hot.
Yeah.
Krazen's fur is just melted into him now.
Let's see.
Yeah, think of it like a flamethrower. So you get your dodge, your agility, those stacks.
We are cooked. We're so
I'm
cooked.
just-
Shit.
Yep.
I
Yeah, you
believe
got me.
this hits both Ray and Mirror.
Iliad got hit too with a 17.
See what we do for damage.
Is it this like big?
Yeah. 40.
Ouch.
Well, everything dies.
Right?
Perfectly kills all.
Literally perfectly kills all the robots in front of it.
Iliad hears some whine, like a whine up behind him, and he's like, "What was that?"
God damn it.
That's the dilettante. Again, that's just the dilettante shield going off. The rest of the robot, the normal explosion, your armor would soak it. So let's see if that goes off. Because we got a lot of robots that might have just exploded. The one with the dilettante shield, that one doesn't have a chance. The battery doesn't have a chance to explode. It just slags it.
Well, at least the heavy combat is good, Mira. The normal one. Oh
Yeah,
no!
right.
That one's the weaker one.
Didn't you killed it to a negative 108? Damn.
Yeah, Iliad went overboard. I realized he really didn't need to do that.
All right, so let's see the 5
Shouldn't done
smaller
did that, he just a
robots.
boy.
Let's see if they cook off.
Our little feller.
Yep, one of them does.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
But this is a normal explosion, so it's a 1 to 80.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's because it's
That's
the
only gonna kill
battery.
half of us.
Well, it's
What's
the
the radius
battery.
on that?
10 meters.
Oh my! So everyone, yeah. Okay, I think
But it missed. It rolled over its own defense, so it just fizzled.
No, thank God.
I was just like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, these guys are behind the defensive wall, so they're only going to take half the damage.
They're fine. They're just
No, no,
fucking fine.
They're just roasted.
We did it. We
yeah.
saved the city.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know why Crazy keeps doing this.
Comes up out of the ruin. Yeah! Victory!
It's awesome.
Just clipping the mic.
We
Yeah.
defeated the rebellion by nuking the city.
Stupid.
Ooh.
Dilettante shields is like my favorite relic I've come up with, just because of just the stupid shit that happens when they go off. I thought it was gonna make this ultimate thing to stop people from getting to it. Nah, its best weapon is when it dies.
The most consistent way to actually harm the players is let them harm themselves with thorn
Yeah.
damage.
The things that, again, 1 in 6 chance it blows up, so chances are it doesn't. But when it does, it's not great.
Did the thing.
Yeah, but then- oh, man.
The enemy has been routed.
Victory! Let me switch the music off.
Yeah.
And Crazy just went to the wall. Just
Not a terribly huge fan.
Oh my God, Duke!
Sound off if thou art still alive.
Holy shit.
I can't feel my legs.
On the plus side, we have that in common. Oh,
Shit.
hold on. Duke slides over. I found mine.
Kid,
Reattaches it. Yeah, there
Kid
we are.
pops out. I don't know about y'all, but we destroyed them. Hey, why y'all on the ground?
Victory nap.
Oh no, my poor roasted rat. She picks him up.
Picks him up on a spit. It's just there now. He's just on a stick now, just curled up.
Thou art fine.
Oh, it's his tail. Picks up on a tail, it's just stiff.
They go back, right?
Oh no, I think the rat's dead.
No, I'm sure he is fine.
Crazy.
He's got what, 7 health still?
Yeah, Crazy shakes it off and starts wriggling in her grip. Ah, release.
Told you.
You're you want cracker?
He's not dead. I'm gonna kill him myself.
Crazy looks at Rhea with big eyes. His eyes. They are kind of coming out, but not because he's excited, but because the force of the blast kind of knocked him out.
He's got little birds floating over his head.
Just getting squeezy toy hugged by Kid.
He's literally going through like the game Rat Shaker.
Is there a squeaky toy set?
Squeak.
How many characters do I have present? I have 7.
Yes, 7.
That is 72 experience factors per character.
Thank God.
Fortunately, the heavy combat is slagged, so there is no scrap off of it you can get, like its laser sword.
But that's the Mark II. How about the regular one?
The regular one didn't blow up. It went down stable because it rolled a 6.
Yeah.
So it's intact.
There you go, Mira. Just work out the axe rends, and then you'll be good.
Well, basically, what I mean to say is it's operational.
It's still weaker than the crab.
You just have to
Oh, never
replace
mind. Jesus.
Yeah, the crab's like level 8 or 9 or 5. That's probably why.
Hell yeah.
Crab finds a way.
Also, I can't use the jetpack if I change now.
That's fair.
it. You could jack it for its fragmentation, grenades, and nerve gas.
Ray just comes along, yoink.
Shall take that.
It has a grenade launcher, a heavy laser carbine as well. That one's actually a held heavy laser carbine. It's not not attached to it.
What about the grenade launcher?
That one's attached.
Detach it.
You can. So the guards that are
Take
there,
long, or?
yeah, it'll take some time, but the guards there are like overwhelmed that you come and saved them. This was the last line of defense till the power supply for the filtration system was. This was it. This was the core. Once that went, it was going to start a chain reaction and blow the whole damn fucking place up. They're shocked they're alive still, and none of them are the officers. These are just grunts that picked up guns and were just holding the last line to the best of their ability.
Thou art a credit to thy people.
They're burnt, crispy. They have burns across their backs, their hands, their faces. They're wounded, but they're in that stage of giddy shock, like after a battle. Like, yeah, we did it, we won! Holy shit, we all gonna die!
Not today you won't, but thou did tryest thy best.
Oh man, that is... God, what happened up above?
Duke's just gonna lie down against the wall.
Well, it started raining fire from the sky. Things started blowing up. Robots attacked. More robots in this.
This cute Krazen moved between the bodies.
Yeah, he's just hopping between them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you give
Your
them
friend's
a.
family love probably dead, but
Oh man.
did a good job down here.
Ah, thank God we were able to hold it. The whole city's water supply relies on this. You guys are heroes.
Just doing as the hydraulic knights do.
Indeed.
God damn
I hail.
hydraulic knights.
Yeah.
So again, the men get up, they shake hands, they congratulate each other. They look over the death that was here. Some of them try to bring up communications with people up top. We don't have to go through this whole like kind of role play scene right here because for the most part, it's just them trying to clean up and get things, check the damage. And you have options of where you want to go to now. You can pull back. Take some of these like robotic bodies with you. Mind you, there's a possibility of them being infected with the Lissa virus. So there is that possibility. But this was pretty coordinated. Like this particular strike team, like they had a specific goal in mind.
I was led to believe the virus rendered any form of, well, for lack of a better term, consciousness to be moot. They function far too coordinated. Do you think perhaps they were all placed into slave mode and function off of a single mind?
Believe they may have been corralled here. Yes, that's a good assumption, Duke.
Hopefully unfounded.
Very well. We shall look into this matter another time. For now, we have to. In the immediate now, I would like to help my more organic types feel better.
So
he's gonna use that healing thing.
yeah, with Rhea, you know that if that's true, if they were like coordinating some way, like through the virus, they would need some kind of transponder on them. Something that could take a signal and then turn it into a different signal.
I see.
So you've got the big one that's slagged. You have a couple other ones that are kind of large. They're gonna need some way in order to communicate if they're like creating a strike force and having to be able to do that wirelessly. You can see telltales like communication uplinks and relays on their bodies, like just the circuitries there, and you see the parts attached to the base of their skull, well, their head and their backs. So they do have transponders on them that are sending and receiving signals.
All right. Well, as Mira's like picking through the bodies, she'll remark to the others that your theory may be correct. Possibly outside coordination. How you coordinate rabbit robots, I couldn't say.
Yeah. What's in this door?
So back there is the main supply unit for the filtration systems. Like the door is like, for the most part, you can open it. It's like not locked. And it smells very tinny. And it's running.
Oh, okay.
But you smell metal. Like a lot of hard water is going through here. You can see like on the filters themselves as they're like passing through, there's a bunch of like discarded ones off to the side and they're covered with a white powder. That's like caked up like lime. There's piles and piles of it.
Don't open that door. It's a door of infinite death.
You need a lot of CLR.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to heal everyone here. Jeez, I don't think anyone gets the big heal from this thing because everyone's either a mutant, a ghost mutant, otherwise.
Yeah, a bunch of freaks. Nobody with good stats. Yeah, ducks. I like the little cartoon. Zoom in on that. This kit is making a face like, yeah, I don't think so. Are you doing this with your mouse?
Yeah.
That's cool. I tried to get, I can get my tablet to actually work with this. It just doesn't receive the pressure signal really well.
Alright.
When did they
Duke's
update
gonna
it?
Duke's gonna go ahead and start running his hand along a lot of the damage of Crab Mira, and so you can repair 16.
Oh,
Nice. I'll be. If it's all right with you, I'll just roll my things as I divide them and just heal you all up as I get them.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the same for Iliad for 15.
Appreciate.
I'm afraid I'm all out of that for the day.
Jeez. Okay, I got 15 left, and I got a lot of hurt people here.
Worry not for me.
17 left. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
If push comes to shove, I will resort to range tactic.
yeah, maybe using a rocket in such tight quarters wasn't the best of ideas.
To be fair, as he holds up the cylinder that hasn't been emptied, I never fired it.
But you were thinking about it.
No. For the greater good.
Let's move the scene forward. So you guys are able to clean up down here, collect what goods you want off the robots you destroyed. Again, salvage goes to you. You're the ones who killed them. So if you want any of the scrap, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them that are salvageable as scrap. You can pull 60 kilograms of usable robotics scrap from them each out of the 4 of them, because again, one blew up. You get nothing from him. So 240 kilograms of robotic scrap. You can build a whole new robot with that.
If only we had the time.
Yeah, time is always a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so use that whole kid's drawing. Use that whole charge on his power cell just to heal everyone as much as he did there. And hands the empty one to Duke. Here.
Cool. Duke pops a small lever on his stomach and ejects the other one. Here you are.
Oh,
Freshly
shit.
charged.
Okay, so
Puts
put that back in his tissue binder.
Puts the desiccated one in and starts cranking. The crank is working better. The blood seems to be quite an effective lubricant.
But instead of just keep using it over and over again, I know GM did say before that using the tissue binder does take time, so we'll save for another round later when we have time to think. Now, Iliad, after that, we'll get to helping collect whatever scrap and getting to move on. And Krazen, again, doesn't really seem much he's interested in here, so he keeps a little eye out down the hall, making sure nothing comes.
Just imagine he stops for a moment and starts gnawing on the slag that is the heavy combat.
Yeah.
He's like, "Nyang."
He makes a little etch in his arm for another of these big guys he blew up. But yeah.
All right then. What is our next plan of attack?
I think it's time we get a move on from Greywater.
It would seem our best intention.
Back up the surface, or do these tunnels actually lead outward somewhere?
One of the guys who's there is like, the tunnels lead. We blocked up all tunnels to the Underworn. And really, then he like looks at Rhea. Conflicts with some of the denizens in the Underworlds.
Understandable.
Yeah, I imagine. Those moles. Disgusting.
Oh, yeah, the moles. Yeah, you know there's one named Mordecai? No, we're to leave that alone. So going up above, the city itself has been not, I wouldn't say return the calm. You know, you have fire control teams are trying to move through areas as quickly as they can. The military is still battling other like the rogue robots who are running through the streets. It's just a general sense of alarm. Though it is being contained rapidly. Any kind of assistance that you guys want to throw at that, you can. Though we won't roll out those battles. Just let me know if you're like, no, I'm going to rest because of my injuries, or I am going to continue pushing in and helping the defenders push out the Lissa virus robots. And we'll do a basic roll to see like how well you fare.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, unless convinced otherwise, Iliad will help the city push out the rest of the Lissa.
All right.
I guess Crabmere will help too. And by
Duke sees
proxy,
no
drag
reason
Ray
not
along.
to.
I guess Krazen comes along too then, because Boss Rhea is being dragged along. I will make note that unless Rhea really gets dug in, Krazen's priority is just making sure she's okay.
Gotta keep the boss alive. That's where all the money and killing comes from. All right. So for all the characters who are joining in on the
Protect
fighting,
the Colonel.
you gotta take a type E endurance check.
Great, Iliad, you busted up bastard.
He's done it. He's killed us all.
Yeah,
This is
trying to murder everybody.
God damn it, Krazen, you stupid fucking idiot.
Yeah. Raisin's got to get stuck in.
That
Yeah.
current endurance score, eh?
Yeah, current endurance score.
Yeah, okay.
Is Kit and Roos? I know you're having fun there, but is Kit and Roos helping?
Duke made it.
How'd you do that? How did you do that?
How'd I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, in the character sheet, I just rolled the die off of endurance.
Oh, I think
you adjusted
it takes it off your current, yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, sure. Kit will help. Riz will help.
Yeah, Rhea got it.
Oh,
Jeez.
What am I rolling?
Current endurance,
Endurance
type
check.
E.
there goes my hero.
Is it current?
Yeah,
Yes.
current. Yeah,
Are you trying to kill me?
just a little bit.
Oh,
Yes.
Krazen gets stuck in. Fucking stupid, dumb bastard.
Crazen's
Yes,
like,
Kit.
yeah. All right, those who failed, take it. We're gonna take.
No.
Oh God, grab mirror. Vagabundo.
Oh, that second
Your
Krazen, that was actually Iliad right
Yeah,
there.
I didn't mean to do that.
That second is the 22 is Iliad. So Iliad passed, but Krazen got stuck in.
Technically, that's Riz's roll, so he got it.
Okay.
Kit did not, though. Kit is stuck.
All right. So this is how much damage they're gonna take. We're gonna roll d20. 1.
Okay.
They got a little scratch. They're fine. Yeah, 1
Doesn't-
point of
okay.
damage. It was superficial. I'm like, I got a Charlie horse. Didn't warm my muscles up right in that firefight out there. But you're gonna come back. You're gonna come back with a couple items from joining the firefight out there. Let's see. A little tiny list right here. So for those who join the fight, each of you roll me a d20.
Nice, Krazen.
I don't know. The low might be the best in the direction to go.
Cool, Iliad. Cool.
Lower is better.
Iliad, yeah. You know what? That fits.
You know what? I'm sorry. Reroll. Give me a d100. My bad. I was
Everyone?
looking at the wrong. Yeah, everyone. I was looking at the wrong set.
You motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start with
Oh.
Rhea. Got a 20.
Yeah.
So this is coming out of the expansion book at page 489. So this is mid-rank characters 5 to 9. With a 20, we get 1 relic from Weapon Relic Set 2.
Oh.
Page 490. So you'll roll as a mid-rank character, and you'll roll another D100 on that one to see what you found.
Sorry, you said page 4.
Yeah, we started at page 489. Relic Determination Table Set 2. So those D100s you guys just rolled, look at what you got on the mid-rank for that table.
Oh, what page is this?
Page 489 in the expansion rules. It's gonna, I'll actually put it up on screen so people can see this. TME book. That's Discord and.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll roll this, and I just figure out what I have.
Yep.
Which table?
489. Relic Determination
270.
Table Set 2.
Oh.
Okay, so table XR 270.
Let's see.
Yes. Hey.
Yes, XR270.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
High tech devices.
That's what you got, high-tech devices?
High tech devices set for myself.
Yep, so I'll go to 495. So what are we looking at so far? Raya, what'd you get?
She got a heavy assault rifle.
A heavy assault rifle. So again, this is just loot you find as you're moving through the city. Like, it could have been a civilian gun, it could have been one of the robots. It's a battlefield.
Hey,
You found
Tim?
something. Yeah.
I'm gonna just post what Crazen got with this in the chat as an emote. So
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Look what I found.
Wheels!
that's just lying around.
Oh my god, what was that? What was his first roll?
He rolled 100. That's
You rolled
a vehicle.
100 relic
I already
vehicles.
driving that thing.
And then 24 is a combat vehicle, combat transport vehicle.
He has a fucking stick that he's using to push the pedals with.
He's using his
Yeah, it's
Silk
just-
Striders.
yeah, he's still trying to steer. Still can't see over the windshield, so he's just hands above his head steering this thing.
Got
I
a
just imagine all you see is the wheel moving and like a little rat snout sniffing over top of it.
yeah, roll a d6 to figure out what's on the turret mount.
Oh my god, okay. A
What'd you,
6.
Oh shit.
a missile launcher box with 1d6 plus 2
Are you
tubes,
fucking
each
kidding
loaded
me?
with an assault missile, and 1d12 additional assault missiles stowed in the passenger compartment.
I'm sure they won't miss it.
Risk got an
It's,
explosive set.
He like literally like comes back with this thing. Everybody inside it's just clearly dead. Like robots tore him apart, and he's just like fucking rolling up with it.
Good lord.
Look, this thing also had snack. He just pulls out a hand.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna figure out all these rolls
Wait,
now.
what's the rank?
Mid-rank.
Mid rank.
Oh, it's like a Humvee. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, it's a MCBR.
With a missile launcher attachment.
Yep. It features four-wheel drive, and can transverse hilly terrain, light woodlands, and dunes with ease. So the high desert.
Oh, hell yeah. Crazen just got with the party a fucking ride.
There's a
Right, stay
36%
there.
chance that it's also amphibious assault capable.
Oh, I'm gonna roll that.
Oh, nice. Kid has a.
No, nope, not.
I was gonna say get across the dune, see if it could.
Kid has a harpoon gun.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my god! I feel like
You're all showing off the loot that you found. Look at all these awesome things, and just fucking crazy comes up with like.
This in my head is like that Futurama scene of Zoidberg, right on the spur. Like, you'll never guess where I've just been. Just with a fucking car.
Oh god, I love how you now have a narrative point where you have to like get this thing fuel.
Yeah,
Instantly just get bogged down in the dust.
that's what's gonna happen. He's Crazy's gonna do like donuts all night, and then it's gonna run out of fuel, and he just leaves it behind.
It's like,
Pop off all the missiles.
Oh god, where's the chart for this thing? Well, it's that. There it is.
6 missile tubes, each loaded.
I would like my D20 rolls to be converted to 1D100 rolls.
Oh yeah, just
For
like knocking
outcomes.
them out.
with 5 extra missiles, so not a lot, but you know, we still have a total of 11 assault missiles.
Yeah, you have more than one. It's like
Does Crab Mira or Iliad have a robot repair module?
Iliad does. He has a robot repair module 1.
Right,
Okay.
or Mir doesn't.
Okay, I rolled a Mark II, so I'll give it to
Good to
Mira.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a really nice one, actually.
I found this item. I have no use for it.
oh, it's got a hybrid power source.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
oh no. Krasen's a hybrid driver.
Now he's gonna be all snooty about
Yeah,
it.
he's gonna say.
Oh,
no, it's just better for the environment and everything. I just figured I'd just pick it up. Voice changes completely everything.
Making the world
Oh.
a better place, shoots a missile right into Unity.
I mean, that one wasn't wrong. Just saying. Was technically accurate.
Tim, this is asinine. Are you sure you don't want me to re-roll this vehicle?
No, I want
No,
this.
it's
This is
funny
funny
as
as
hell.
fuck.
Okay.
Oh, she gets an arc rifle. Excuse me. I wasn't.
Arc
It's a
rifle, hell
troop
yeah.
Yeah, it's a troop carrier, bro.
I want
how
to
many-
throw big monsters at you. You're gonna need a vehicle.
Well, we technically have one we haven't repaired yet.
I guess we
Besides-
don't have to go to the Underlords now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get across the top again. That helps the determination, right? Which direction you're gonna go in. You actually have a vehicle. Now you just have to.
We
There's
still
a big
have
monster
to-
approaching us. Crazy's like, oh no!
Giant ass jawworm comes at you. It's like, oh, I know what to do about this. Load the rocket launcher.
Hit it with the harpoon.
Krasen's up
Everyone
behind the
thinks
wheel.
Crazy's gonna like shoot the missile launcher or do something smart, and he just ends up driving it into the worm.
My blood
going
is
wild.
gasoline. My blood is gasoline.
Whoa! What is an advanced fragmentation grenade? How's that different from a normal frag grenade?
Does better explosion.
It's an MK3.
Oh shit, that's a really good one.
It's a Roos found.
Was it just one, or how many do you get?
It's just one.
Oh,
Bruce walks up with one grenade. The fucking rat's doing donuts.
pulls a pin.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this shit.
Not all men were created equal, apparently.
what page is the relic determination? I gotta find Iliad.
489.
Thank you.
Oh man,
I mean,
that's
Mira
freaking
got some
great.
cool stuff. She got 3 pistol bullets that give you cancer.
You know?
I found the cancer gun, guys.
It's a
Hey,
slow
Crazy, come
killer.
over here.
It's
Yeah,
candy.
You can't give cancer to a rat. He's not going to live long enough to suffer from the cancer.
Or maybe he'll just wind up eating the cancerous tissue before it can spread.
Iliad also found another random grenade.
It's free food. Your own renewable food supply.
Exactly.
At least none of you found, like, I found a rock.
Iliad also finds a Mark III advanced frag grenade. just was just with Roos there in the same fight. We're like, oh cool, the party will love these, and then goes back to see Crazy just ripping through the streets.
Got a pair of freaking aviators he doesn't really wear right.
It's so dumb.
Kicked out the windshield already.
Wait, does Krasen have driving skill?
Oh no, he doesn't know how to handle this at all.
I mean, do you really
Absolutely.
do you need a driving skill when you just have the open road and screaming civilians?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he can't even see over the wheel.
I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
The world is my Autobahn.
Oh man.
I could have got a standard tank. That would have been really funny.
I can just see the little bob. He's just bobble eyeing over the steering wheel and his little hands up on the top of it. Oh god, this is ridiculous. I love it. Okay, so with your rewards in hand, the more like it starts coming up to the morning, the sun's breaching the horizon line, and finally the city has managed to push back the invaders. There's damage control teams out, fire patrols are out. Just a general sense of fatigue and shock at the attack. Buchanan has put up announcements about like where people should go, collections of the injured. The Coliseum's been opened up as a large hospital. He seems to have a pretty good like handle on logistic control of trying to get the city up and moving. But he's also like locked the caravan gates, so nobody from the caravan teams can leave. Though he has kept the main gates open for people to be able to like exit if they need to.
Perfect.
So if you happen to get near any of the gates, you see that they have those men and women that wear the black bandana with the eye. So they're kind of like they're telekinetic squads, and they're screening people as they leave.
Okay.
Hit the gas. See you later, suckers.
Shall we depart then?
I mean, yeah. We have a means of getting out of here quickly.
So we do.
Now, who's actually going to drive this thing?
Duke's gonna help load that hovercraft thing we had found onto the back of this freaking vehicle.
So there is a turret on top people can use, and the passenger seat also has a heavy MG that uses the high capacity rounds. And it has 132 rounds in that belt. It has a 90-degree radius from that machine gun, and the turret has a 360.
Wait, it's got in addition to the missile, it's also got a turret on top.
Yeah, well, in the passenger seat, there's a heavy machine gun essentially where the passenger can use, and then there's a gunner seat where the
You cut out on me.
can use the missile launcher. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's the passenger can shoot the MG, and then the turret can fire the missile launcher. I'm not sure how many people this thing can carry. Oh, 4 personnel can sit in the passenger compartment, and another 6 could like sit in the back. It sounds like.
Okay. Maybe we'll just like climb on top and clamp on top with their minigun.
Yeah, perfect. Now we got 3 guns on this thing.
From such a dark night, such a bright dawn doth approacheth.
It's like, I know how to pick teammates.
So, as a consolation, because I do not think Krazen can drive this thing. So, Iliad will happily drive it, as he's definitely big enough. But Krazen is going to take the missile launcher turret.
Just on there riding the
It's
gun,
just
yeah.
spinning around constantly. He's just sitting there with his tongue lolled out.
He's giddy. He's just bouncing.
Big boom, move boom.
Oh man, it's nuts. So with you guys able to exit, you're coming up to the gate rather, and you have one of those members of that that police force, the Ghost Mutants. And he stops the car as it's coming up to it, and one of the guards stops him before he goes to scan. These are it's like, I recognize these guys. I saw them up on the vid screen the other day in the Coliseum. And even after that fight, they managed to go all the way down into the sub basements and protect the water supply from an enemy raid. And he just gives you a salute, like a formal salute you would give to an officer. It says, "You can pass on your way, knight."
Thank you, kind sir. You have a good day now. This whole time, the missile launcher is pointed at the guards.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, they don't even bat an eye at one of the rat men doing what they do. That's their character.
Ilya just flicks out a pair of sunglasses, puts them on, rolls up the window, and peels out.
Picks up a dust cloud around him.
Oh,
Well, this is going to be interesting.
though a difficult night hath passed, we are victorious.
So now
now.
that goes into. You got your vehicle. And I'm assuming we want to take the off-road to Bitterto.
Hell yeah, let's do some mud.
Mud in the freaking the desert. Wait for I think
ATV, baby.
I worry about mudding out here. Wouldn't it be like concreting?
it would be that
Yeah, that's
that
true.
silica dust would be nasty inside your
Yeah,
lungs.
dusting. Let's do a dusting.
I did that yesterday, and I was covered in just filth. I tracked black footprints throughout the entire factory, and building maintenance was kind of mad at me. I'm like, well,
Justifiably
I
so.
called through an HVAC. My shoes were brown. Now they're not.
Why?
So moving.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's right. So the vehicles, you guys are going to be going up to Bitterto, right? Or you
Oh,
got
yeah,
to be heading to
100%.
Colossus, yeah. Because you want to check out what's going up on there.
Mm-hmm.
So the ride in this vehicle takes a very short amount of time to navigate up there, and just image.
So yeah, looking at the map, I mean, like it's one hex away, and we're in a vehicle.
That is a piece of artwork by Sergei Rasky? Vaznev. Sergei Vaznev. Pretty good piece that I found in his gallery, but this is a good representation of Bitterto. A fortification built into the rocks that is an amalgamation of old world technologies and new. A natural fortification, very difficult to assault, with a single narrow corridor that goes up to what used to be the Great Gate. As you're rolling up to it, Iliad, you only remember the gate being rent and destroyed, fires along the walls, the parapet in ruin, and a storming siege of enemy soldiers storming the gates and raiding inside the now you see a completed gate, battlements that are waving a flag, that one that you saw before with the golden gear on a black field, and men manning it with weapons and systems and pintle mounted guns, moving back and forth, and these weapons aimed at you. There's a guard at the bottom of the ramp before you get up to the channel, and you can see the murder holes are fully equipped and operational again. There's a crisscrossing network of it seems they've learned from the last siege where everything fell apart. They've taken this corridor and they've lined it with gun holes. So someone's bored through the actual earth itself and set up defenses in there. And you can see through those slots. You can hear metallic clangs as doors are being opened and weapons are pointed out at the vehicle. There's a guard down at the bottom. It's a young person, probably in their late teens or early 20s, barely able to shave. He has a desert survival hood and cloak on, and he has a long gun in his left. He's holding a long gun at parade rest, like against his shoulder with a barrel pointed up. And he strides forward with full confidence, and he looks at like, "Welcome to Bitterto. State your reason for approaching."
Well, howdy!
Iliad throws the car in park, and he will exit himself, being sure to show off his regalia on his shield arm.
Yeah, you see the kid's eyes, like they open a bit, like he's surprised when he sees the regalia.
I am Sir Iliad, second highest surviving commander, second highest ranking knight of the Hydraulic Knights. Accompanied with me is Sir Duke Kennard, third highest rank surviving knight. We have returned home.
The boy takes a moment to like absorb all this, and he nods. A ranger unit a few days ago came ahead and said that you'd be arriving. Wait one moment, Sir Iliad, Sir Duke, as he reaches over to a radio controller that he has at his shoulder and he speaks into it quickly, and there's a couple bark commands that come back. Very well, sir. Yes, I'll guide them in immediately. The castle steward wishes to see you immediately, sir.
Good. Iliad will enter the vehicle again and start driving forward,
You
following.
So the young man at the side of the vehicle, as you're walking up, he raises his fingers in the air and makes like a little like a waving motion, and then you watch the gates at the top slowly start to pull apart, and you hear the clunking of chains and gears moving as they're shifted so that you can enter through. When you're finally onto the parade ground before the fortress, inside the fortress proper, you see all around you activity, a lot of building and construction. There's large light plants that are set up that collect solar during the day that are obviously used so that people can move things at nighttime. You see, again, a lot of young people, kids, 15, 12, 10, early 20s. You don't see a single gray hair anywhere. Maybe the oldest people around are some robots, and a lot of the robots are not military types. They're like servant robots, clerical droids. They don't have armored skin. They just are wearing loose robes to kind of protect their inner workings. It's a organized camp of refugees. When you've finally parked the car and you settle it on the parade ground, for the most part, people kind of just don't give you any mind. I mean, you were allowed in, and you can see other vehicles in here as well. A lot of beetles, like they have their caravans that they that they carry on sleds. So they have them arranged in a group nearby, and they're trading with people coming back and forth. And you recognize some of the uniforms of the people they're trading with as being members of the not the Hospitaller. I'm trying to remember the names of when you're the Order Steward. So the Order Stewards, all the people who maintain the grounds, they keep the electrical power running, the engineering teams, and essentially the cafeteria and the cooks, logistics. The Logistari, right. Yeah, the Logistari. There we go. You see members of the Logistari who are around, who are just talking back and forth, and they are wearing their original uniforms. At this, an old man that if you were to project 20 years on a man you used to know, by the name of Benjamin, he used to be a cook. And now he has this kind of weighty gravitas about his person. You can, as he's like walking forward with a cane, you can see one of his legs was severed, and he has a a prosthetic, crude one at that. And he's striding forward. Men like stop to give him salutes, and he like nods in response to each of them. And he comes up before you and "Knight Iliad," and he turns his eyes, "Squire Duke."
Knight Duke.
Much has changed since last we spoke.
Very good. Knight Duke. That is your right, Sir Iliad. Welcome.
Iliad, goes to turn the car off, but Crazen immediately jumps in, takes the keys.
Welcome back home.
About to.
Iliad inspects going through some things. It's impressive to see that it's running again, but everything just feels so different.
It would. It was only about a year ago that we started to be able to get enough supplies in to rebuild the place.
I see that. And you've took it upon yourself to restore the order.
I wish I could take that credit. No, I actually never left. I was living in the ruins up until recently, and some new benefactors came through to try to reestablish it. And then they decided to put me in charge.
Benefactors?
He nods. Yes. Could probably show them to you.
Please do.
Come with me. They are... He grins and he gives you... You can see that just got like a wolfish smile with like a mischievous gleam in his eyes. They're rather young, energetic. And he moves forward towards what used to be the old command and control center. And there's two young men who are standing outside who like each give him a salute when he nods to, and he opens up the door inside an area that's filled with activity. You know, maps are laid out on tables, patrol routes are being developed, messengers are walking or like running back and forth with just information traffic going to different teams where they're at. You can see a communications board with like different route plans for squads and where they're at, and intel that's being brought back, and like planning boards along with you can see the migratory routes of different groups of robots in Tetanus Valley that are marked out, like areas around Gehenna that have been marked as like radioactive. Traffic coming up and back from Colossus, but then like a big gray area around the feeding grounds with just no information. There is a young woman standing amongst the group. She seems to be the center of the maelstrom of command. Her hair is done up in a tight bun. She has a rough age of maybe 20, maybe 19. And everyone seems to be adhering to whatever it is that she says. When she catches your eye, she turns and looks, and she flushes for a moment, but catches herself, and then nods to the other people around her and dismisses them to different directions. And then she strides forward with, again, a firm military bearing, and she gives you a salute. Sir Iliad.
Iliad nods, returning the salute.
She drops it and goes to a parade rest position, but with her hands at the back.
Right.
Knight Captain Melissa.
Knight Captain. I'm assuming I don't recognize that rank, actually.
No, not at all. It didn't exist. Again, the Order was never a military organization. The Knights were allowed to form their own bands, go off and kind of do their own things. It was Athena that controlled the moral center, along with like the legacy of Arthur. This is a military, or well, a small one, or militia. It doesn't really have the same feel as the Knights. These are not individual heroes. These are soldiers. And they're young.
Iliad looks back to the what's the cook's name again? Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Yeah. Looks back to Benjamin, and I was told you run the show here. He looks back to Knight Captain Melissa.
I, sir, am in charge of logistics control and military operations.
So in charge, more or less.
More or less, sir. I am the highest commanding officer on garrison at the moment.
Yet you are, but not barely an adult. Where does this... I don't mean to insult you, but where does this command come from?
She like looks over to Benjamin, like confused, and Benjamin like, I'll take over, lass. Let me explain. As he like taps over, and she goes back to what she was doing with the other troops that are around there. Remember that project that we had over by Lost Soul to try to determine where some of the foglings were coming from?
Iliad actually looks at Duke to see if he remembers, because that part of his memory bank's just corrupted currently.
I do. I imagine Duke was part of intelligence gathering at the time.
Yep. Yeah, damn awful affair. But even after the siege of Bitterto and the ruining of the fortifications, we had success there. As he points, as he like motions to all the kids that he sees around you, this is what we found.
You found children?
No, not exactly. As he like takes you to another adjoining room it's a smaller, more private room that you can kind of address each other easily. He like sets his cane down and detaches his leg, and he's like, "May I sit, sir?"
Of course.
Thank you. As he sits down, and brings up a holographic projector of just images up on a screen showing an underground facility filled with like tubes and vats and different things. Like it was the last ditch defense of a civilization dead hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Tried to keep their most precious things away from the devastations of their war. And it's just children in pods.
Ray laughs in the background.
Frozen. You found what do the Wastelanders call them? Popsicle people?
Are they people? Bioreplicants? Clones?
Well, we don't have the genetic information to determine which one of those things they might be. Alive?
Mayhap even transhumans.
That's my guess. A lot of them were already implanted with certain genetic memories, so I don't think they were naturally born.
It would make sense if you were trying to... how do I say it? If you were trying to repopulate a lost civilization.
Exactly my thoughts, trying to restart things. Well, when our...
Duke takes the leg.
Yeah.
Starts tinkering with it.
You can see that like the modifications that were done to it's not the best, and it seems like he could have upgraded this, especially with the tech you've seen. He's chosen not to.
No, I'm just going with it as junk doctor. The same way that he
just
does
make
his.
it a little bit better, yeah. Well, our mutual benefactor managed to extract them out and get them safely across the caravan road back to here. They are organized. They understand technology at a genetic level, it seems.
I understand this, but who is this benefactor?
He scratches his chin where you can see a little bit of stubble coming in. Well, that's kind of tough to explain.
I suppose we've nothing but time on our hands for this.
In the back of Iliad's head is like, I swear to Christ, if it's a Unity agent.
He's like,
My bad, I swear to Athena.
Yeah, right. He's just like, it better not be. Well, I want you to keep an open mind and fingers off your triggers if you don't.
Shoulder check starts warming up.
The cylinder on Duke's wrist just slightly tilts.
Okay. Night, Iliad. And he like raises his voice. You could come in now. And another door that was embedded in the wall slides open, and a woman comes out that you recognize as the witch. The one who is basically seems to be Athena. But this is the first time you're seeing them like physically here.
But like I would have recognized this person, right?
Yeah, you've seen their holographic projection before. You saw her when she declared Oren is a new knight.
But I clearly recognize this is not Athena herself.
No, it's not. Now that you're seeing them in person, it's not Athena. Athena could project herself into a robot, but this is a person. This is a human dressed up in like cables and heavily cyberized. They look like they've been hard riding in the desert, but they also look mostly machine.
I hate to do this, but I've got to be right back. Gotta run something.
He goes,
narrowing his eyes.
Take over.
yeah. He says, Duke, Iliad, this is Domina.
Duke looks from Benjamin to Domina. And her affiliation?
She takes off her mask and sets it down she puts it underneath her arm. I am Domino's daughter. And that's where we'll end it off.
Oh, no. That's why I had to double check. I'm like, Domino, it's like, that's a little too specific.
Yeah, right? So you can get to the Mutant Epoch at themutantepoch.com. You can get it at rpgdrive-thru.com. You get the expansion there as well. We do have some new publications coming out. I know Will is working on his novels. He's got Nuke Tower that he's doing art for. He recently did a Q&A. Let me go to the mutantepoch.com right now. At Adventure Slang Pod, episode number 36. I'll have the link to that one in the description. So if you want to go listen to that one, you can. I'll put it in there right now. I'll just write Mutant Lord interview. And save. He just mentioned it earlier too. He was doing a Q&A with, see if I can find it. Random Worlds Q&A text-based hangout, Wednesday the 14th, and I will try to get more details on that one so we can get them out to everybody so you can see them. We'll have links in the Discord people if they want to like participate in that Q&A. Also, if anybody wants to, we're going to be doing another Drink and Ink, which is going to be like on a Saturday evening where we're going to stream, and Mutant Lord will come on. He'll stream like what he's drawing at the time, and he's hoping to do a little bit more talking head so people can submit questions, things they want to know about future publications, rules, just anything about the Mutant Epoch or Outland Arts, third-party licenses, and he's totally willing to answer any of those questions that anybody has. So if you want to go to the Discord and submit those now so that we could start having them like a collection for him to go through, that'd be awesome. And I'll also post when we do that next drinking. I'm hoping another time this month, hopefully towards the end of the month. And thanks for watching. Thanks for coming around. We're planning on doing more stuff coming up, possibly getting the newsletter back up and started again, making a collection of characters and NPCs for people to be able to have access to so they can build up their game. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again next week on episode 23. Have a good night.
Goodbye, all.